Chapter 6, Mishnah 4. As many doubts and doubts of doubts that you can have about a situation of possible tuma, the law is that in a private area it is judged strictly and the person or thing is tame. In a public area it is judged leniently and the person or thing is tahor. The Mishnah explains how. So, say that a person entered an alleyway, a private area, and the source of tuma, for example a dead sheretz, was in the courtyard that opens into the alleyway. And there is a doubt whether he entered the courtyard that has the tuma or whether he did not enter it. Some additional layers of doubt. In the same case, say that the tuma was not in the open part of the courtyard, but in a house that is in the courtyard. And there is a doubt whether he entered the house that has the tuma or whether he did not enter it. And even if he did enter the house that had the tuma, there was a doubt whether it was still there when he entered the house or whether it was not still there. And even if it was still there when he entered the house, there is a doubt whether it had the minimum size needed to transmit tuma or whether it did not have the minimum size. And even if it did have the minimum size, there is a doubt whether it still had tuma at the time or whether it already had tahara. And even if it still had tuma at the time, there is a doubt whether he touched it or whether he did not touch it. In spite of all these layers of doubts, the law is that the doubt about him in the private area is judged strictly and he is tame, because in a private area, tuma doubts are judged strictly, no matter how many doubts there are. Rabbi Elazar disagrees in part with the Tanna Kama. Rabbi Elazar says if there is a doubt about his coming into the private area that has the tuma in it, then I say that he is tahor. If we know that he did come into the private area that had the tuma in it, and there is a doubt about his touching the tuma, then I agree that he is tameh.